for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, am I understanding that your workload makes you stay outside of your house until 9 o'clock?
My practicum,
Oh, your
because I can't
practicum.
do that during the day since I work
Okay.
full time. So
Okay.
after work, I go straight there
Oh, I understand.
every day.
And it's every day.
Yes.
And you does that mean from Monday to Friday?
Yes. Sometimes Saturday and Sunday too.
And sometimes Saturday and Sunday. This is a lot, and I really commend you for wanting to try and make it work, Alisa. So is there any way that your support system, as you mentioned, your mom and dad or your sister, um, did you try involving them in that dynamic to see if they could help you or no?
They don't live in Blue Springs or Kansas City. They live in Lexington.
Oh, they live in
Yeah.
Lexington. Okay, so it's more like a long distance support system.
Yes.
Okay, so how did you use that system so far? What means did you use so you can get the support from them? Is it by phone or email or
Phone. A
text?
lot of times phone and text.
Okay, okay. So, when you say phone, a lot of texting, who would you text more? Your mom, your dad,
My
or
mom.
your mom? Okay. And do you feel that she's there for you when you text her and you tell her that you have to deal with that crazy schedule?
Yes.
Okay. And how does that make you feel when you have a chance to text her?
Um, it helps for the moment,
Okay.
but I know that the problem's still there.
Okay, but at least from what I'm hearing, you get a breather.
Yeah.
So you can at least break away from the difficulty of the day and have that some kind of quality time with your mom, even if it's long distance. Okay, okay. So how many times a week would you say that you have those kind of conversations with your mom?
Oh, every day.
Every day. Oh, so your mom is there for you every day?
Just about, yeah.
Okay, so that's really wonderful, Alisa, that you have your mom that's open to hear you out and you have a shoulder to lean on even virtually.
Yes.
And that's really great, really great. So, but I understand that you said that your mom is in Lexington, so it's good. From what I understand, that you can lean on her via email or via text. But is there any other things that you can do with somebody closer to you? Because it seems like you would like to have that closeness. There is nobody that can help
Nobody.
you. Okay,
It's really just me.
just you. Oh, but I was um, so may I ask if you have any relationship with your son's father?
No.
No. Okay. So you are raising him by yourself.
Yes.
Okay. And would you say that's the source of stress for you,
Yes.
being a single mother?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's commendable, but I understand it's hard, and you're very honest about it. Okay. So, in that case, Alisa, what do you think? Do you, do you have any ideas of things that you could do to help you find that closeness in your environment, in your or even if it's not your immediate family support system, because you say they are not in Blue Springs, but is there anything else that you thought about and you didn't try yet?
No.
No. Do you have any hobbies, may I ask?
I don't have time for hobbies.
You don't have time for hobbies. Okay. So if you had the time, what hobby would you have?
I mean, just even being able to sit down and watch TV
Okay.
is enough to make me happy, and I
Okay.
rarely have time to do that.
So if I understand well, you love watching TV,
Yes.
but you don't have the time to do that.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Is there anything else that if you had the time you would love to do? What about music, for example? Do you like to listen to music?
Yeah.
Yes?
But I do that when I do my homework, so that's
Okay.
kind of one and the same.
So you use that as a distressor while you are doing your homework, or do you do it as a way to concentrate? Because they are, depending on the type of music you're listening to, it can do either or. So which way does it go for you? Does it
It
help?
kind of just keeps, I guess, not keep my mind off of my homework, but it helps me not stress about it
Okay, okay.
as much.
So in a way, it helps you stay centered,
Yeah.
if I understand well. Okay, and then you can concentrate on the homework you have to do.
Yeah.
Okay, especially after a long day.
Yes.
Yes, I understand. So in a way, the music, the way you are explaining it to me, it's a kind of distressor for you. Maybe you didn't realize it, but it seems to help you focus and get yourself um, focus on what you're supposed to do, and that's a good thing. But it seems like all those things that we mentioned, they help you function. Like, you talking to your mom. I'm so glad for you that she's there for you if you want to talk to her every day. But as you said yourself, this is to help you function. And then the music, it's to help you function so you can do your homework. But you seem to still need something that can help you relax. And that something might be TV, right? Watching TV or watching a movie or something that you really.
Like just having a day to
A
do
day.
nothing and not worry about what
Okay.
assignments due tomorrow.
Okay,
Do I have all my hours in?
okay. But going back to what you were saying regarding your practicum, you mentioned that you do your practicum basically every single day
Yes.
from Monday to Friday. I thought it was weekdays, but you said sometimes Saturdays, sometimes Sundays.
Oh yeah, I was there before I came here.
Okay.
And I have to go back.
And you have to
when
go
we're done.
back. Is there any way you could liberate one of those days, either the Saturday or the Sunday, so you can have that breather? Because you said it has to be 16 hours and a quarter. So is there any way that you could concentrate those 16 hours and a quarter on 5 days or 6 days, so at least you can liberate one day and you can say, "Oof." What do you think?
I'm behind, so I don't even know if that's possible.
Oh, you are behind. Okay. But from what I understand, practicums, if you work in a place where they can give you the flexibility, sometimes you can use up some hours when, school is out or during certain breaks, because we have, for example, Thanksgiving break coming up at school, because you mentioned that you are a part-time student. You could eventually find out if the day you have to go to school or during the Thanksgiving week, if you're going to have that day off, and maybe you can use that to bank some hours in a way, if I can use that expression. And when Christmas break comes, that would be another possibility for you to bank some hours. And the reason I'm saying that is like, if you think about that suggestion, maybe in the midterm, you can liberate yourself and have at least one day where you can, at least for a couple of hours, not think about assignments, as you said, or think about work. And you can find that time to watch one of your favorite shows. So what do you think about that suggestion? I'm not saying that you should do it or give it others homework, but give it to you as an option to consider. What do you think?
I'm going to have to do that anyway.
Okay.
So I don't even know if a break is possible. Because
Okay.
I'm at an assisted living facility, I guess, kind of like a nursing home, assisted living, long-term care type thing. So they're open 24 hours a day.
Okay. So this is where you're doing your practicum?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can go on holidays too, because
Okay.
missing a day is kind of it is going to put me behind even more.
Okay.
Because I'm behind like a month and a half.
I understand what you're saying, but look at it this way. Since you have a practicum field supervisor or a practicum liaison. I don't know how they call it these days. You could have that conversation with your liaison and see, if you can extend your practicum hours in such a way that you can still meet the requirements, but you don't have to, excuse me for using that term, kill yourself physically, because you're going to use up some of the holidays, as you said, but see if you could maybe get some of those hours a little later. Like if the practicum is supposed to be done by April, I'm just putting a month there, but you could eventually finish up maybe by mid-May instead of the end of April. I know it's like going longer, 2 weeks more, but at least you could balance your life in a way that you can enjoy being doing what you're doing, and at the same time giving yourself a breather, because everybody deserves a breather. And I'm pretty sure that if you talk to your liaison, he or she would help you figure out a way to find that balance. Because I remember when I was doing my master's, they asked us to do a self-care plan. And the way you are talking, Alisa, you have no self-care plan for you.
Oh no, I
You are
have one.
there. No, you are there for
I
your
have a
son.
self-care plan. However, it's not going to
Yes,
get met. The requirements are not going to be done. I filled it out,
you fill it
and let
out.
me tell you how much of it has been followed.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't think that they were asking you to fill out the self-care plan just for the pleasure of filling out.
Yes, I
There were
was.
no, there want. I think I want to believe that the liaison are still the kind of liaison that I know when I was doing my master's program. They really want what's best for you as well. So they would like for you to find a kind of balance in your own life. So as I was saying, I'm not going to pretend that I am in your shoes, because I'm not. But I would really encourage you to have that conversation with your field liaison, so your self-care plan can be a reality in your life, at least halfway, so you don't collapse. Because you just said it yourself. You want to be there for your son. You didn't have to use the words, but the way you explained to me that you are there for him every Saturday to help him with his homework. That means you want to be there for him and you want him to succeed. So what good would it be for him to succeed and then you're not there to see the result of your hard work, because you will be sick or
Absolutely.
even worse. So that's if there is something I could encourage you to do for now, and maybe consider it as a kind of homework, talk to your liaison, because your self-care plan is there. You have some things that you think you can do and you want to do, so you can take care of yourself. So it's important that you have that conversation with your liaison. What do you think?
I don't think it's going to work, but okay.
But
I'll try.
you want to give it a try.
I'll try.
Well, thank you for at least considering that you want to give it a try. I really appreciate that. So I think we are getting close to wrapping up. Is there anything that you would like to ask me in terms of your stress management? We talk a lot about what's going on with you and what you can do. But besides, what we talk about, is there anything else that pop in your mind that you would like to address?
No.
No? Okay. So I want to believe that, you're going to you're going to try to have that conversation with your liaison. And since, I think you sign up for weekly visits with our agency, and I really commend you for finding the time to do that. So would you like to set up a time and day next week where you can come and we can have another conversation and follow up on what happened with your field liaison? What do you think?
Sure.
Sure, okay. Is Saturday same time would that work for you?
I think he can manage it.
Okay, thank you so much, Alisa. I really appreciate your candor, and I wish you the best, and I hope it's going to work out with your filiation.
Thank you.
Okay, have a good afternoon. Bye bye.